in Singapore. So many men and women of influence come here to Singapore to witness Formula One under lights. As we said, Chase Carey, Chairman and CEO of Formula One, here enjoying the spectacle that is Formula One under lights. Brendan Hartley, I'm sure we've got a lot of Kiwis here in Singapore. There was a win for a Kiwi in the Porsche Carrera Cup Asia earlier today. Chris van der Drent. Now the attention turns to Brendan Hartley. We don't believe a win would be in the likelihood for him. However, World Championship points will be his focus, and trying to add to his tally of 2 that he's already achieved so far this season, which is 19.
Better, right? Very tight here.
30 seconds until we close pit exit, and all cars will then be on the grid. It's one of the last of our cars to make their way around. The Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. We had a wonderful insight into his thought process and a wonderful insight into his mind. Valtteri Bottas rolls past the commentary box onto the main straight. There's Sergio Perez.
Last time that I booked
He
this
sits
place,
9th in the World Championship, 46 points, 1 point ahead of his teammate Esteban
the
Ocon.
rest was all fully booked. So yours booked lately, or?
We booked 3 weeks back, but nobody's there.
Yeah, we also. There were only this available, right?
And they do 500 for 3 days.
So cheers.
Cheers, man.
Everyone, right?
Just listening to some of the comments there from the engineer saying tyre temps on the fronts will not be there. The track condition seems to have gone away slightly. Looking at the condition out there, air temperature's around 29 degrees. Track temperature, one of the lowest we've seen so far this weekend at 34 degrees. Pit exit is closed. All cars are now on the grid and we start our grid walk. Exciting times ahead. Sebastian Vettel, so focused, the German, 4-time world champion.
Last time we were in
He's won
practice, we were just standing
5
there.
races this year. He starts at a position number 3. A lot of work ahead for him. In terms of podiums this year, Sebastian Vettel has 8 to his name. It's great to see the school from Australia that have taken out the F1 in Schools program. Well done to the young men and women of that team. Kevin Magnussen. I've heard from many of our team in the paddock that there's a great number of Danes in Singapore this weekend supporting their man, K-Mag, Kevin Magnussen. Scored a podium in his first ever Grand Prix when he was driving for McLaren in Australia. Can he get more points? At the moment, from a driver's championship point of view, he leads his teammate, Kevin Magnussen, on 49 points, just 3 points shy of Nico Hulkenberg. Kevin Magnussen in 8th, Nico Hulkenberg in 7th. And there's a realistic opportunity for the Haas F1 driver. He may well be able to take that spot, which is the best of the rest, the best of the teams outside of the big 3 in Mercedes, Ferrari and Red Bull Racing. And in doing so, he may well help Haas jump Renault into 4th in the constructors' points. The all-important spots in the constructors' lineup that is tied to so much financial remuneration, pit selection. And what about this young man? We've known he's a talent. We've seen him excel this year. 13 points. He sits 15th in the championship for the Sauber Ferrari team, and next year it's been confirmed he will be over at Ferrari. Good to see the crew from Monaco here as well. That is where Charles Leclerc hails. So much support for this young man. He's unbelievably proud to have been selected to race for arguably the most iconic team in Formula One. That car though, that driver, Lewis Hamilton, Mercedes, the momentum has been his way. He continues to perform. Throughout the course of this year, his consistency has been exceptional. Outside of his 6 wins this year and his 6 pole positions, or 7 pole positions I should say now, as of tonight, he has 11 podiums out of 15 or 14 races to date. Only 3 races he hasn't scored a podium at. The next best, Kimi Räikkönen, 9 podiums out of the 14. 14 races. Sebastian Vettel, 8. Valtteri Bottas, 6. Max Verstappen, he's had 5 podiums and 1 race win contained within those podiums. Daniel Ricciardo's 2 podiums come by the way of wins, as Alain Prost of Renault these days, a 4-time world champion, and he's deep in discussion with the president of Renault Sport Racing. Renault have made a big statement to the motorsport world in the acquisition of Daniel Ricciardo to be one of their drivers next year. It's a massive statement. One of the most talented drivers and one of the most sought after drivers in Formula One, Daniel Ricciardo. He will be a man in yellow next year. We had a chance to speak to Alain Prost last night, and he said that they made him no promises they can't keep. They've said to him that their ambition is to deliver him a car in a realistic time frame that allow him to win world championships. Cyril Abiteboul, the boss of Renault Sport F1 team, has said that we won't expect to challenge for race wins next year, but it's about the year after and the year after that, particularly with the new regulations. Does that mean that Renault will stop the development of their car? Simply Red here, some of the great acts. Great to see. Well done, he'll be enjoying it. 3-time Grammy Award nominated band. We've heard so much from Emma and Greg about the acts we'll see. As David Coulthard jumps in there as well, and a surprise.